Murder or zoo? Murder or zoo? What's the proper punishment? Murder or zoo?
Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Murderer Zoo. I'm your host, Brian Smith. You might know me from the Simply Nonsense podcast or as Must Be the Meds on Twitter. And here we're going to discuss basically a bunch of idiots in the news and decide their punishment. Should they be murdered or should they be put in a zoo for our entertainment? Maybe make some money off of it. Now, we here at Murderer Zoo, we don't really think people should be murdered or put in zoos and stuff like that. But, some people have it coming. That's on them. But anyway, let's get started here. Our first article we're going to talk about is the ice cream lickers. I can't stand people that tamper with people's food. They're just running amok, just running around licking people's ice cream. Anybody at all is fucking with people's ice cream. That's fucked up and murder. Definitely. They don't even need to be here. They're just, ugh. Like, ruin my Sunday. Like, gross. Disgusting. I can't stand it. There's been so many of them. Like, even the people spitting in the mouthwash, murder. You fuck with anything, any products that you put in your body, that's definitely murder. Don't deserve to be on this earth. Get rid of them. I'll probably deter a lot of people. And let's see what we got here. Next, we've got this lady from Bowling Green, woman accused of showing up to a court case intoxicated. Now, normally this wouldn't even be like an issue with Murderer Zoo, but she was charged with public intoxication, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Normally, I wouldn't put such harsh penalties on that, but she actually, from the looks of this lady, I'll see if I can post a link in the description, but it's going to be, she looks like Tiny from Devil's Rejects, like wearing a wig. Like, this woman definitely could be some entertainment. Instead of throwing her in jail, throw her in a zoo, have her own little exhibit, and, feed her like little meth crumbs or something. And she could probably get some entertainment at that. Definitely zoo for her. And next here, we got a Florida man who admits to lighting firecrackers under a child's bed. He said it was a prank gone wrong. But according to this article, he's a meth head that the girl's father allowed to camp out in the yard in a tent and live there. Now that's just ridiculous. You can't have meth heads living in a tent in your yard when you got kids. So basically the guy, I don't know, he got high on some shit and then thought it'd be funny to like toss some firecrackers under a kid's bed. Nobody was hurt. The kid's probably scarred for life. So with this guy, possibly, I might have to say zoo with this guy. We can leave him, leave him in his little exhibit, let him hit the little meth pipe there a little bit. Maybe put him in with the other broad, Tiny from Devil's Rejects or whatever the fuck her name is there. And, just give them a bunch of meth and some fireworks and, people pay to see it. Instead of spending taxpayers' dollars on it, we could just bring money in. People will pay to see that shit. And as for the guy that let him live in the tent in his yard while he had children in the home, that guy should just be put to death. Like, that's ridiculous. Put him to death. Like, if you're that stupid, negligent that you would let meth heads have firecrackers in a tent in your yard, when you have children, that's just fucked up, man. Yeah. Next up here, we've got, LSD-fueled rampage in California leaves 8 injured after a man stabs others with a pencil and a lawn light. Yeah, well, this is crazy, man. This was on the 4th of July. Oh, and he was shot by the police. Oh, hopefully he survived. Yep, he survived, so he's... Okay, cool. So, since he survived, man, give this dude just like a whole supply of LSD. Give him a lifetime dose, some lawn lights, and just throw him in the zoo. See what happens, I'd pay good money to see this shit. So we'll let this guy live, and, maybe you can throw shit at him or something. I don't know. But definitely zoo for that guy. Always a good time with an LSD fueled rampage. All right, what do we have up next here? Oh, a man bit a dog in a Whole Foods and pulls a knife on an officer. Yeah, that's kind of weird, huh? And it was his dog, apparently. He was dragging the dog through Whole Foods. So I'm a little torn on this issue here because at first I was going to say zoo for the guy because if he's biting dogs, just throw him in a wolf pen or something and throw him in the zoo. But no, he bit him on the ear. Okay, but but bringing a dog into a Whole Foods, maybe he should be murdered. I don't know. This one's up. This one's up for debate. Might have to come back to this one. I wasn't filled in on all the details about this, so I don't know. Let me know what you think of the comments or something, because since he's the one who brought the dog to Whole Foods, push towards murder. But maybe we could just throw him in a zoo pen filled with wolves or something like that, and then just see what happens. So that's a little iffy. That's not a cut and dry case here. But let's see what else we got here. Oh, there was a bus driver, I guess in London, that he crashed one of the double-decker buses while he was smoking crack cocaine. And I think we might have to say zoo for this guy. This could be very entertaining. Like set him up with like a bumper car. He could just drive around in this little bumper car smoking crack all day. Like one of those little machines that you go to at the park or something. You put a quarter in, it spits out like some of that duck food or whatever the fuck it is. And instead of duck food, you have crack rocks. So you just pay a little bit, throw it in there. He's driving around in his bumper car, and let's see what happens. Could be interesting. Definitely could be interesting. I'd like to see how that one plays out. Definitely zoo for the crackhead bus driver. And let's see what else we got next here. We've got a woman throws a snake at a driver during a carjacking. This one's here. It was in South Carolina. And basically, the woman rolled up on this chick at a gas station, threw a snake in the car, and then asked for the keys and just ran off with the car. And then she ended up crashing it. And they said the snake wasn't poisonous, but shit, don't be throwing snakes at people. But I think we'll let her survive. And I'll say zoo for her as well. This could be a very interesting scenario if we don't give her a bumper car, but we put her in the same exhibit as the bus driver who has the crack in the bumper car, and throw a bunch of snakes in there, and then just see what happens. Because that could probably bring in a good crowd if we had her in the zoo. Definitely zoo for her. Let's see. Now this guy. Ooh. This guy from Oregon. He broke into a house in the middle of the afternoon. And brought his cat apparently. Breaking in. Talk about a cat burglar, huh? And then he got arrested while he was wearing the homeowner's Christmas onesie. And apparently the cat's named Spaghetti. So, and he was making coffee, eating a cupcake, fucking 3 o'clock in the fucking afternoon, wearing the homeowner's Christmas onesie. I don't know. For this guy, I would probably have to say, zoo for this guy and his cat. Maybe have a little cupcake stand outside the exhibit so you could throw cupcakes at them, and maybe some spaghetti to throw about him as well, since that's the name of the cat. I think this could work out for a great zoo exhibit. Definitely like that. All right, and we've got one more here, and this is about some American dumbass who was gored while trying to take a selfie with a Pamplona bull. Jeez, looks like he got fucked up in the face here. There's a picture of him on his cell phone at the hospital. He's addicted to that thing. With this one here, fuck it. Either one, we could put him in we could just put him out of his misery, put him to death, or possibly get like a week out of him if we throw him in an exhibit at the zoo. Give him a cell phone and let nature take its course. I don't think it'll be a long-term exhibit, so it doesn't really matter which one for this guy. I think either one, he's doomed. Definitely. All right. So I think that's all we have for right now. But there'll be other episodes coming soon. Let us know what you think. Leave some comments, some constructive criticism, or whatever. And you can see this posted on mustbethemeds.com. It's going to be on Anchor. You can follow me on Twitter at mustbethemeds. And it ain't on iTunes or anything yet. It's the first episode, but check us out on Anchor. It'll be there shortly. And I think that's it. That's it. That's all we got.